Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where I am going to be chatting about all the makeup brands that I tried for the very first time during 2022. And this video took me for a bit of a spin because this is not what I expected this video. This is not what I expected this video to be. I feel like I was myself very naive going into this video, and I'll explain that in a bit. But if you're interested in that, or if you're interested in beauty videos altogether, I would love to see you subscribe because I am uploading right now videos every day until Christmas. So here's the thing. I was thinking that let me start at the very beginning. First of all, this video is in collaboration with my friend. Let me start with that. This is a collaboration with my friend Bella Beauty. I've met Kelly in real life. She is such a sweetheart. I've been talking with her for quite some time. We talk on Polo every week, and she's just so sweet and so supportive and so positive and just has such a great sense of humor, and I've enjoyed talking to her so much, and I'm so happy that we were able to get together, me, her, and Heather, to have dinner together. Her and her husband and their 2 kids are living in Houston. Am I saying this correctly? Yeah, they're in Houston. They're in Texas. There we go. I am the worst. I'm the worst with names, I'm the worst with dates, and even apparently locations. I'm actually already knowing that I am going to be meeting her again in 2023, so I'm super excited about that as well. And she actually reached out to me and she asked me if I wanted to collab for Vlogmas, and I said I already have my entire schedule planned out because I planned my schedule for Vlogmas end of October. I knew everything that I was doing. I just already knew what I was doing, and I told her, hey, I have this easy video, oh my god, foreshadowing. I have this easy video that I'm gonna be doing, and that's gonna be me talking about the brands that I tried for the first time in 2022, and it's gonna be a little bit chill, not that hard. Maybe we can collab on that one. I would love to hear your answers about that. So this is what we're doing. Check her video down below. But I made a video at the end of 2021 where I was talking about like why, oh my god, the way I'm sounding like an absolute clown right now. I was basically making a video saying like, I don't want to try any new brands in 2022. This is why I am a clown. That is me. So this is going to be me going through the intense amount of brands that I have tried for the very first time in 2022. And maybe this is the reason. Maybe this is the reason why I'm right now on a low buy, because there has been a lot of brands that I've tried for the first time. We'll say 2022 brought a very big change into my life, and that is that me and my husband moved to Texas. We actually moved from Sweden, where some of these brands are close to impossible to get a hold of, if not straight up impossible. We moved from Sweden to Texas before New Year's. So a lot of these brands, it makes sense why I tried them for the first time now, but yeah, I thought that this was going to be a walk in the park. I was absolutely incorrect. Let's just start at I was going to say the beginning, but this is not going to be in chronological order. But I'm just going to be starting. Wait, I have a list. Let's go by the list and I can pull the products. Okay, let's start with number 1, which is Half Magic Beauty. Wait, let me get them. Okay, so Half Magic Beauty, which is created by the makeup artist that is doing the makeup on Euphoria. She created her own makeup brand, and I have tried this makeup brand. I did do a video. If I have any corresponding videos where I'm like trying the things that I'm talking about, I'm gonna be putting that down below. But I did buy some of these products at launch, and then I actually got some of these products as PR when I was invited to an event that they had here in Austin. So that was super exciting. So I do have a bunch of their products, and I will say overall Half Magic Beauty is really high quality, fun, innovative makeup. The only thing I don't like is the glitter pill. I don't think that this is a good product. I think that this one needs a little reformulation. But if we don't talk about that one, I do think that overall this is a fun brand, and this is also a brand that fits me very well because I love fun, colorful, quirky, not taking yourself too serious kind of a makeup, and that is definitely what Half Magic Beauty is about. So if you're interested in the brand, I would definitely suggest checking out the video down below where I am reviewing it. But overall, I do think that this is a really fun brand, and I'm happy I tried them for the first time. One other brand that I tried for the first time this year is One Size Beauty. I think I have decluttered everything from the brand but this, and I like the things from one. No, I have the powder left, but I'm only going to be using that powder during summer because it's a very matte powder, and I don't need a super mattifying powder during winter. This is the Turn Up the Base BBB cream. It's a beauty blur balm. Really love this product. This is a beautiful product. I've used this a lot. I've recommended this one. It's been a favorite. I've really been using it a lot. You can even see Can you see? Yeah, you can see. I've been using it quite a lot. I think this is a beautiful product. I have mine in medium number 1. I think this is wonderful. I've decluttered the blush, I've decluttered the concealer, I've decluttered the bronzer, the liquid shadow I've decluttered. I don't love everything from the brand, but when they get it right, they really do get it right. And this is one of those brands that I tried them because now it was easy. I could buy them at Sephora in the US, and it would have been a very big of a hassle to get a hold of these when I was living in Sweden. It just is what it is. That's the honest truth. And that's also the reason why I tried Give Beauty when they launched at Sephora US. Because I could buy them at Sephora US. I didn't have to like jump through burning hoops to be able to get a hold of this. And this is my favorite product from the brand. Although I will say, when it comes to Give Beauty, I actually like everything from the brand. And even though some things are more favorites than others, I think that overall the brand has really good quality. Although, of course, Gwen Stefani likes more neutral makeup than I like. The only thing that I didn't like really get along with is the lip gloss, but it's because it is a very, very, very opaque, more like a lip lacquer, and that's not my preferred formula. But these like matte lipsticks, these are my absolute favorites. I have them in 3 shades. I kind of should have worn the red one today. Now I'm like, because I didn't feel like wearing eye makeup today. So I just did a red lip. I'm honestly really enjoying it. But yeah, Give Beauty was honestly a brand that I'm very excited that I found. I don't think that this would have been, had I been still living in Sweden, I would not have been trying either Give Beauty or One Size Beauty. I can tell you that already. That would not have happened. And I also would not have tried the Jason Wu tinted moisturizer meets CC cream, and I got this in number 5. This is honestly a really nice product. Not my favorite, but definitely a high quality product. I bought this at Target. Again, I would not have bought this had I not been able to see it in store at Target. And I'm excited I tried this because I am going to be using this actually in an upcoming video, or maybe it's already actually live on my channel, I'm not 100% sure, where I am comparing this one to a high-end foundation. I'm going to do half my face high-end, half my face drugstore, and this is going to be on the drugstore side, and I'm excited to be showing you that because I do think that that is pretty comparable to something else. That's the only thing I've tried from the brand though, and I will say, I think it is a really nice one. I also tried Auric Beauty for the first time. I haven't tried anything but the lashes and this Glow Lust, and I think the Glow Lust is really beautiful. I like mixing this with a foundation, and I will say I don't use this on its own. And I think for people that use this product on its own, they probably really enjoy that there is like a base color to it. I will say myself, I probably would have enjoyed it more had it not had a base color to it because I use it as a mixer. But I still think that it's a really beautiful product. It's a high quality product. Would not have bought this. Maybe. I might have bought this if I had still been in Sweden. They launched the lashes, and I will say the lashes are nice, but they're not my favorite. I think the band is a little stiff, just according to my personal preferences. There's nothing wrong with it. I have other favorites, but I think this product is really bomb, and I think that eventually I probably would have tried that one out, but I was not like on a mission to try it out. It was because of the lashes that I ended up trying this one out. Speaking of lashes, this was the year that I tried Bright Lashes, and this is a pair of unused lashes in Au Naturel. No, I've used these ones. These are full lashes. But I have used the half lashes from Bright Lashes so much this year. And I really love the half lashes. I have a pair here that I've used so much. These are the Vivid ones, half lashes. And I've even recommended these half lashes to a lot of my friends that are like, I'm not good with lashes, or I feel like lashes are too dramatic, or I feel like these half lashes from Bright Lashes, they are the perfect like amount of not too much drama, but still there's a little something, and they're also half lashes, so they're easier to apply, easier to get right. I really do recommend them. If you want a little bit more drama, I would say the Vive half lashes are very dramatic, but I really enjoyed the Bright Lashes. I got 2 pairs as PR, and I bought 2 pairs myself, so I had 4 pairs in my collection. I think they're really beautiful. Very happy I tried them. And I will say with Bright Lashes, the reason why I tried them is of course because I met Angela Bright. I probably would have eventually tried them though, because a lot of people were recommending the Bright Lashes as half lashes, and I can only agree with them. They're really nice lash brand, especially if you love half lashes. I tried the Persona brand for the first time this year, and this is the Persona Super Blush in Bubble. This is so pink. Like, look at this. Oh, Ma! This blush was recommended to me by my friend Kelly Gooch. She really loves this blush. I will say I really love the formula of this blush, and I even was looking at getting this in the terracotta color, and I probably will do that. I do think that this is a really good formula. I don't normally reach for a pink blush though, but I will say I agree that this is a beautiful, beautiful formula, even though pink isn't like for me. Persona wasn't really a brand that was on my radar, so I think that the reason why I tried this product from Persona is definitely because of Kelly Gooch. But I also will say that trying this one and seeing how high quality this one is really did make me go like, maybe there's something else I should be trying from the brand. Because I really want to get this one, and I think there's an orangey terracotta one. I could be about that like, don't they have like an orange gloss as well? I feel like they do. I might need to try that one as well. Speaking of stuff that was recommended to me from my friends, this is a lipstick that I got, and this is from, I think it's Dries van Noten. Am I saying that correctly? Someone told me that I think he's Dutch. Sorry that I'm not well read up on this, but this is basically this is a luxury designer fashion house that are getting into beauty, and this is a lipstick component with a refillable lipstick. This one was recommended to me by Michelle Wong. I think I paid $80 for this lipstick. And it is a beautiful lipstick. Very nice formula, very nice color. I really do like the color. I've actually worn it a lot. I kind of want to do like a full face of my most expensive makeup or something like that, because of like, I do own some things that are really expensive. I don't know if I own any like really expensive foundations though. I thought it could be a fun thing. I do really like the lipstick though. I think it's a good one. Will I try more things from the brand? Probably not. And I would not have tried this had it not been recommended to me by Michelle, if we're gonna be 1,000,000% honest. I do have, oh, Hindash. Hindash was a brand that I tried for the very first time. I do have the Boy Tears, I have the lip liner, and I have the lipstick. This one I haven't worn in a bit, but I kind of want to wear it. It's like a almost white based peach, which is a very unusual but still kind of pretty color. I don't have something similar to that because it is so bright but still muted at the same time. Hard to explain. I do a video on this. I will put that down below. This is what the palette looks like. I did purchase this palette myself. This is the Monochromance palette. I don't love this formula. I really like the lip liner, the lipstick, and the Boy Tears, like the liquid color. I love those. I think they're really beautiful. This one isn't for me. It is a more sheer formula that is very creamy and buildable, but still you can't really build it up to the kind of intensity that I prefer in my products. And I understand with these, because these are like, it's an all-in-one palette, you know, cheeks, eyes, the whole shebang. And I love these as blush. They're really beautiful as blush, but I don't use these as blush. I don't use these as cheek colors. So having a sheer turquoise and a sheer purple doesn't really make sense for me, at least not me. I might be incorrect, but I just don't love to have those kind of colors in the sheer formula. It's not my favorite. I'm happy I tried the brand. I wasn't like setting out to try the brand, but I'm happy I tried it. And this is a brand that I probably would have tried this had I lived in Sweden still, because this was a brand that was kind of on my radar, but kind of not on my radar. I also tried REM Beauty for the first time this year, and I made a video basically like, is it really as bad as people say? And I don't think so. I think I'm one of the few people that actually enjoy REM Beauty. This highlighter is in Miss Mercury. If you watch my haul this month, you know that I bought another color during Black Friday. I bought Miss Venus, I think. I think this is an absolutely stunning highlighter formula. 10 out of 10 recommend. I also bought another one of these slim lipsticks. This is in Lingerie. And during the Black Friday sale, I bought one more shade of these as well. I've actually used this one quite a lot. I do think that REM Beauty has quite a lot of products that are good quality. I just think they came off to a bad start, and I also don't think it helps that Ariana doesn't herself seem super invested in the brand, but I still think that most of the things that I've tried from the brand are really good. I also tried Makeup by Mario. Goodbye. I also tried Makeup by Mario, I think, for the first time this year. I don't think I had this Moisture Glow lipstick from last year. Did I? Because I have two now. I have this one that is in Mauve Glow. Oh, can you see how oily this is? Do you see that? That is like oil seepage. Huh, that's interesting. And then I have Honey Glow. This one I bought this summer. This is a really beautiful formula. I also bought that like cream bronzer balm, glowy powder bronzer hybrid kind of a thingamajig, but I've already decluttered it because I wasn't head over heels with that formula. I didn't think that it was like, it was a little fussy of a formula that didn't give me the result that I was looking for. I'm still intrigued to try more from Makeup by Mario, but I will say that release with the bombs and stuff, it didn't really give a lot of confidence for what's to come. Let's talk about another celebrity brand that came to Sephora, and this is Haus Labs. I was over the moon excited to see Haus Labs like rebrand and come to Sephora instead of Amazon. It's so dramatic today. I don't know if I would have tried Haus Labs because I mean it didn't launch at Sephora Sweden. So again, the accessibility of being able to shop it from Sephora here in the US made this a lot easier to try. And I will say this is a brand that I'm impressed by this brand. Really love the lip crayons. I have 2 shades. I really love the eye pencils. I have 3 shades. I started out with 1 of these and 2 of these, and I have repurchased more because I love these formulas so much. I also have 2 of the highlighters. I have it in Fire Opal, which is this beautiful shade right here. I use it like a blush highlighter hybrid, and then I have Golden Pyrite, which is a really pretty shade. I did try the foundation as well, and I will say on me, the foundation is extremely glowy. Let's go with greasy. It is described as a natural finish, and I don't think it's a natural finish. I think it's more of a radiant finish, and I think they should probably update the description of that one. If you have dry skin and you love a dewy finish, I think you're gonna really like that one. For me, I thought it was just a little bit too much. I also didn't love the eye paints, the ones that were like in the tube. I thought those were a little bit too sheer for what I enjoy, but overall, I'm very impressed with the Haus Labs brand, and I can't wait to see what's coming in the future for them. A brand that I tried also for the first time this year, and I think that some of these brands, these like smaller indie brands, it is easier for them to send me PR or for me to shop from them now that I'm in the US. And this is exactly how I think about like Sugar Drizzle. This is one of those smaller brands. I've seen my friends use it. I've seen my friends really enjoy it. I have a 6-pen here somewhere as well. Here it is. And I haven't you can't really try all of them. And I didn't really get to it. And when she reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to receive one of her palettes in PR, which was this one, I said sure, because I wanted to try the formula. And this is a little bit too big for my liking. That's what she said. But I just think that this is it could have been edited down a little bit, but I will say this is an incredible matte formula. Like really incredible. So when she was coming out with a smaller, more edited palette, which is the Trick Raw Treat palette, I was very impressed. This one has 3 like duochrome multichromes. I think you can see. Yeah. 3 like duochrome multichromes and 3 mattes. And this is a really good, interesting, fun color story. And I've really been enjoying this one. And I feel like Sugar Drizzle, I also have a highlighter palette from them that I received that I haven't been able to try it yet, but I'm getting included in some kind of a get ready with me. And I'm just very impressed with the brand. And sometimes you just find little gems when you get to try out brands that you haven't tried out before. And I'm very excited to be trying them out. Another brand that I tried for the first time this year, and I have 2 of them here. I'm not 100% sure where the third one is, and that is Fantasy Cosmetica. So they sent me 3 of their 3 palettes. So this is the Sorcerer palette, which look like this. Again, mattes, like shimmers, duochromes, multichromes, and then it is the Bard palette. I wonder, is the Bard palette my favorite? I think that this is my favorite. It's a really cool color story. I like the quality of this one the most, although the Druid is like really good as well. I think the Druid one and the Bard ones are my favorite. The Sorceress one, it's really good, but I don't think it's as good as the other 2. But I'm very excited to be trying out this brand as well. It wasn't really like on my list, but here we are. Another brand that I tried out for the first time this year, and I have 2 of the palettes here, and I also have a cheek palette from them, and that is Adept Cosmetics. And the reason why I tried this out for the first time, of course, is that one of my besties, Heather Austin, had a palette with Adept Cosmetics. I think that this palette is still available. We'll link it down below. It is just a very beautiful palette, multichromes, shimmery, shifty shades, and a couple of mattes. I think she did an incredible job with this one. I was also able to get this one as PR. This is the House of L palette. I think that this one came back. I will say that this one has shimmers that are even more emollient than this one is, which makes them a little crease prone on me, these. And then they have a cheek palette, and that one I got as a gift from Heather, and it is an incredible formula in the cheek palette. I am so incredibly impressed by that. I feel like I'm very excited that I got to try Adept Cosmetics. I think that they have very high quality products. They are not like a perfect brand for me because they are usually very shimmer heavy, and I usually love something that's a little bit more on the matte heavy side. So I think that even though their quality is amazing, I like a palette that it's at least a 50-50 split with the mattes and shimmers, and they're usually very heavy on the shimmers. Another brand that I got to try for the first time, is this the only thing I brought out? But yeah, that is Bella Beauty Bar. And I brought out the Oracle palette. Again, this is one of those smaller brands. It was like on my radar. I was looking at them. I thought they had really cool stuff. And I got to try a couple of their palettes and this Oracle palette, and this is just absolutely incredible. This is probably my favorite colored highlighters in my collection. Should we apply some more? I mean, we're here, right? Let's apply, what do we want to do? Should we do, I really do love this one. Ooh, trash truck is here if you can hear them. Let's apply the sun, because I feel like the sun is my absolute favorite. I do have a little highlighter on, but let's apply some of the sun. These are multi-chrome highlighters that I think are just incredibly beautiful. Just looks wonderful on the skin, and it is, as you can see, it's very sheeny, but I don't think that this one lays like just a stripe of eyeshadow on the cheeks. I feel like it goes on beautifully, and it is very, nobody can say, like when you see it, you're like, oh, it's definitely a colored highlighter. I just think it really looks beautiful on the skin, but there's definitely a very visible shift in here. I think that this is one of the prettiest things that was released this year. I'm very excited to have this in my collection, and I really enjoyed other things that I've tried from them as well, and it just makes me very excited that I was able to try them. Would I have bought this if I was still living in Sweden? I don't know, because I already had, that's hard to say. Maybe if I heard my friends rave about this, I probably would have bought it if they were able to convey to me like how beautiful this is, because I'm just so happy that I was able to try it. Another brand that I was able to try for the first time is Gourmande Girls, and Gourmande Girls is actually located here in Texas, even here in Austin, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the palette they did with Doodles by the Bunny. So this is a collab palette. This is a beautiful palette. I'm very excited I was able to try this brand. Such a pretty palette, such a pretty brand, and yeah, I'm just very happy to see they have developed themselves, like, what do you call it? Like, they have morphed into like an even better version of themselves during this year as well, and I'm always happy to see brands just grow and be an even better version of themselves. I was also able to try Give Me Glow for the first time this year, and this was the only brand that really was on my list. I knew when I was moving to the US, Give Me Glow was going to be one of the brands, because there, and this is the thing that I wish more people knew about international shipping. It is not the brands. Every time I say that, people are like, yeah, it is the brands, because with some brands it's more affordable, and with some brands, okay, I don't know how to say this, but some brands, they will offer you less shipping, and then they will put the cost on the products instead. There is no such thing as a brand eating the cost to be nice to you. Brands are not your friends. One way or another, you are paying for shipping. Even if it's them having higher margins on products, or if it's, there can be so many reasons, but trust me when I say, at the end of the day, the shipping companies would want to get paid, and shipping internationally is very expensive, especially for smaller brands that cannot just buy a container by themselves. There's no such thing as discounts for being friends, and at the end of the day, somebody has to pay for the shipping, and trust me when I say that it's us consumers. It is the harsh reality. It is the way it is. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. Do you really think that like Jeff Bezos is offering you free shipping and it's like it's on him? Do you think that's how it works? Definitely not. Somebody is paying for shipping, and trust me when I say it's the consumer. But I was able to try the Give Me Glow formula. This has been on my wish list for a really long time, and they finally released some palettes that had like a color story that I was intrigued by, because it was this blue, green, yellow kind of a color story. I think these are extremely pigmented. But I wasn't blown away because I thought that this formula was a little, and this is the only one. And this is the other one, the yellow orangey one. I think the formula is very pigmented, but it's a little tricky to work with. And I'm not 100% blown away by this. I understand who it is for, and I understand how you can be incredibly impressed by this formula. I think their shimmers are better than their mattes. I'm just not blown away the way I thought I was going to be blown away. And there are definitely other indie matte formulas that I much prefer over these. Not that they're bad, I'm just not that impressed. I'm not that impressed. I was also able to try Martini Cosmetics for the first time, which is funny because this is a European-based indie brand, and I bought this palette off Beauty Bay, and I like it, but I don't love it. I don't love it enough so that I'm like, cannot wait to buy more from the brand. I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. Here is something that I do love though, and this is Cosmic Brushes, and this is their Serenity palette. I am so excited about this palette. I am so excited that I found this brand. I cannot believe, again, I found this European brand after I had moved from Europe. But this is a UK-based indie brand, and this is their Serenity palette. They also have another palette. I think they're about to discontinue that one. Believe the hype. I feel like every year there's a new actor coming on the scene that is just blowing everyone's socks off. And I feel like this year for the indie scene, it was definitely Cosmic Brushes. It is a really beautiful palette. I cannot wait to see what they're doing in the future. Cannot recommend this one enough. Do have a video on this one down below. This is also a UK-based indie brand, and this is from Lois Cosmetics, Meet Me at Midnight. This is, I think, their third or fourth palette that they are releasing. And during 2021, their Meet Me in the Underworld, Meet Me in the Underworld, I think that's what it's called. People loved it. People were falling over themselves in love with this palette. It had a really beautiful green burgundy color scheme. So when they were releasing this one, I was like, I'm jumping on this train. I'm super excited to be trying it. And from what I heard from people who have tried this palette, the Meet Me at Midnight, and the other palette, this isn't the same quality. I think that this is it's a nice quality. I feel the same with this one as with the Martini Cosmetics. Maybe I like the Martini Cosmetics quality a little bit more. I don't think that this is bad, but it's definitely not my favorite quality. I think that it's... When I tried this first, I was like, is this what people are going bonkers over? But it turns out that the Meet Me in the Underworld had a little bit of a different formula. This one is... it's okay. I don't love it, but I also don't hate it. But I don't think that this is the formula that they got a lot of hype for. So this is what I'm hoping with Cosmic Brushes, that they're not going to release a palette next year that's going to have not as exciting formula. I'm just really hoping that's not gonna happen. Another thing that I tried for the first time is Kylove, and I'm not 100% sure how they are operating right now, because I do know that they made some changes with the brand, but I think they are available at Amazon at least. I'm gonna do some research before, and I'll put it in the description box. This is the Art Nouveau palette. This was inspired by stained glass windows. I feel like this is their take on a rainbow palette that has a couple of neutrals, and then it has a full rainbow. I really like that they're different and unexpected undertones in some of their colors, like this bright yellow and these orangey yellows here, and then they have matte green, matte blue, shimmer blue. You get the gist of it. Do really like that. I think the quality of this one is really good. I think what would have taken this palette to the next step is if one or two of these colors had been a duochrome or a super sparkly topper or just something else, because at the end of the day, this is good quality. This is a good eyeshadow palette, but it is shimmers or metallic shimmers and mattes. And I think that from indie brands in 2022, people are expecting just boop, one notch over that. Okay, let me look at my list, because I have a couple of brands, and I'm gonna see if we can have some pictures pop up of brands whose products I've already decluttered, even though I've tried them for the first time this year. The first one is, let me see here, the first one is Zara Makeup. I have tried blush, I have tried concealer, I have tried foundation, I have tried eyeshadow. I don't have any of that left in my collection. I do have the lipstick left. I have a satin lipstick. That one is beautiful. I wonder where that one is though. I have it, but I don't know where. Nobody was really intrigued in this. The packaging is beautiful, but it's a little weird that we don't have the names on the packagings, which makes stuff really hard if you end up buying more than one of something. And no one was really interested in it, neither you as the viewers or the beauty community. So, and I wasn't like blown away by, I really like the foundation though, but the colors were really weird. It wasn't really what they would describe it as. It was almost like an ashy green undertone. It was a thing. I love the finish of the foundation though. Really beautiful. Another thing that I've already decluttered is the Basma Beauty foundation stick. This was a really pretty foundation stick, but it wasn't my favorite. It didn't sit amazingly on the skin, but I will say that the longevity was wonderful. If you want a foundation stick and you think that some of the foundation sticks on the market are a little bit more on the too dewy side, you might like this one because this is not a dewy foundation stick. With that being said, it did make my skin almost look a little crusty, which is weird because I do not have dry skin at all. So I didn't hate it. The longevity was beautiful, but it wasn't wonderful enough for me to keep it in my collection. The next one is City Color Cosmetics. I tried one of the rainbow palettes. I'm actually giving this one away. It is a nice rainbow palette, but as you probably know from my collection, I have a lot of rainbow palettes and this was just decent. It was okay, so I decided to put it in my giveaway pile. Like, I'm giving it away to like people around me if they want to try something colorful. I just didn't think that it was special enough to keep in my collection, and I'm not like super intrigued to be trying more from the brand either. Next one is LYS, and they had a cream bronzer. I thought the quality of the cream bronzer was good, but it was not my favorite. I thought it was too creamy and too pigmented, and however I used it, I feel like I got too much product on my skin. It ended up being too pigmented. I will say though that this is a brand where I'm definitely interested in trying more stuff from the brand, even though this first product I tried didn't work out. And this is definitely a brand that just the accessibility made me try the brand. It was not on my list, but they released something new. I was able to easily order it from Sephora. Had I not been living here, I wouldn't have tried this brand. I mean, I can tell you that. Let me see what else we have. We have Pacifica. I tried the cream bronzer. It's already decluttered from my collection. It wasn't a good product at all, but I did actually receive some PR from Pacifica as well, and they sent me some perfume. And I will say, if you're looking for a more affordable, and if you are trying to only buy cruelty-free beauty, I would definitely recommend you to check out the perfumes from Pacifica because they are pretty decent actually. I've tried two of them. This is the one that I like the most, the one that's called Sunrise Moon. It's more of a sweet, fruity perfume, perfect for like spring and summer, which we are not in right now, but listen, they're coming again. So that is the thing that I was the most impressed with myself from Pacifica, but of course there are definitely other stuff I'm sure from the brand that's good. I just haven't been able to try it. That is my list. Did I miss anything? Because honestly, I'm saying no, that might be it. Maybe it's not it. Maybe I tried something else for the first time as well and you're like, bitch, where is that one? Let me know in the comments, because honestly, this is where I'm a little bit shook because there are so many brands, but as you probably could tell by this video, I am surprised. Maybe you're not. But the accessibility, the ability for me to just buy it from Ulta, buy it from Sephora, order it from a US indie brand or US indie brand site and just get it shipped here for $10 instead of $20 or $25 or $30, or maybe sometimes even $40, because that is what I paid before and I wasn't like shook by that. It's not like I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm paying that. It's more like you have to be a little bit more specific of the things you buy when you have to add that cost to it. So yeah, I definitely became a little bit less thoughtful with my products because of the accessibility, and this is what I'm trying again with my low buy, to be like not just buying and including, because I end up having to be stressed about, oh, I have to review this one, I have to try this one, have I like I don't want to have that in my life. I want things to be a little bit more effortless. I want my channel to still feature new makeup because I love trying new makeup. But my goal is to have my channel be the perfect mix between old and new. Am I going to succeed with that? Probably not, but I can still have an ambition. Let me have an ambition. And that is where I'm at right now. Let me know if you've tried any of these products as well. And I will see you again tomorrow for a new video. Don't forget to check out Kelly's video as well down below. It's gonna be here. Boop, boop, boop. And I'll see you tomorrow.